If you frequently put yourself last, you will never be able to fully live the life you were truly meant to live. Hi, I'm Jake, and in this video, I will talk to you about how to stop putting yourself last and start putting yourself first. Stay tuned till the end, and I will give you 3 practical tips that you can use in your life right now in order to be able to help you start putting yourself first. In life, there will always be opportunities for decisions to be made regarding the direction of your life. Whether it be big decisions such as if you're going to get married, where you're going to work, where you're going to live, etc. All the way down to small decisions such as what you're going to eat for dinner, right? If you constantly ignore thinking about your own desires, your own preferences, in order to please someone else or please society, you will find yourself somewhere that you don't want to be. You will find yourself in a constant state of confusion, frustration, feelings of resentment and regret. And in actuality, these negative feelings could be minimized if you learn how to check in with yourself first. I remember when I was 14 and I was talking to several girls at the time, kind of a playboy, I guess. And I was talking to one girl and she asked me to stop talking to the rest of the girls. And I immediately said to myself, like, I don't want to do that. I'm having too much fun. Why would I want to do that? But because of the way society was at the time and everybody else was doing it, I thought that's just what I needed to do. So I agreed with it. And rather than being true to myself, I agreed to the arrangement, and because I thought that's what I should be doing, right? And although I wasn't happy, that was the definition of success at the time. So I did whatever I could do in order to be successful. Fast forward 30 years from then till now, and I have been married and divorced 3 times. I have had several failed relationships, and I started asking myself, because I'm getting ready to hit 50 now, I'm like 49. Why am I having all this failure? And it was because I went into each relationship with the same mindset. In order to get what I wanted, I must please the women and give them what they wanted. So if I thought a woman wanted a committed relationship, then guess what? I wanted a committed relationship, right? But after repeated failures, I started examining myself and asking myself why. Because if being in these relationships was so good for me and it's what I really wanted, then why wasn't I happy? Why did I feel so frustrated all the time, so confused? And why did I want out after just a few months of dating? I was trying to please society and the women that I was with, that I was seeing. And a lot of time and suffering could have been prevented if I hadn't lost my mind and lost myself to society's goals and to the goals of other people in my life. But you live and you learn. And now I'm sharing what I've learned with you guys. So now here are 3 practical tips that you can start implementing in your life right now in order to help you learn how to put yourself first at all times. But first, if you're getting anything out of this video, please like and subscribe. Thanks. Tip number 1, stop making pleasing others a top priority. Okay. That strategy of if I give somebody what I want, they'll give me what I want. Just set yourself up for frustration. Okay. For failure. The goal needs to be being true to yourself. That should be your goal. And when I say true to yourself, that doesn't mean only yourself. That doesn't mean you only consider yourself. It means that you consider your needs and your desires first. Rule number 2, think about what you want in advance. Don't wait until once you're already at the party to decide, hey, how do you want the party to go? What time do you want to leave? What do you want to do? In order to live the life you want to live, you first need to know how you want to live it, right? What's your goal? What do you want to see happen? All the questions that you can ask yourself in advance need to be asked of yourself and answered. The reason why you want to have these things thought out in advance is because life happens fast. It happens quick. Decisions are going to be needing to be made, and it would be so much easier to make the decisions if you knew in advance what the things were that you valued, right? And tip number 3, don't be afraid to say no to requests, okay? Just because someone requests something of you, asks you to do something, even if they're your friends, doesn't mean you need to comply, okay? Because if they're your true friends, they're only going to want you to do things you actually want to do, not just because they're asking you to do it. And you really need to check in here with yourself and ask yourself this question: what do I really want to do? And if you say no and a friend of yours gets upset or gets mad with you because you're not complying with their request, then guess what? That's their problem, not yours. They'll get over it. In summary, the 3 steps are being true to yourself, making that your priority in life, not pleasing others. Number 2, think in advance about what you want, your preferences, your desires, your goals. And number 3, don't be afraid to say no to requests. All right. Well, that's it for today. Thanks for watching. If you got anything out of this video, please leave a comment below. Or if you want me to clarify a point that was made in the video, leave a comment below. All right. That's it for now. Please remember, always love yourself first. All right. Take care.